best today.
Yeah, this team is really firing on all cylinders right now, and to me,
so just about set now, and on the hill in this one, Taijuan Walker, having a pretty ridiculous season so far, Singy.
Yeah, you see there with the sub-2 ERA, very dependable guy, and he's been pretty much lights out so far this season. So, when a guy like this takes the mound, I'm expecting to watch him get into a rhythm quickly and just move through a ball game. Sometimes you can see some big strikeouts. Other times, it's hard to even know he's there because the innings go so quickly.
And a foul ball.
Ball. 1-1.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. Thomas hauls it in, and there's one away. Take a look at the lineup. And this offense is really clicking right now, Chris.
That's a good feeling in that dugout over there. You feel like when you walk to the plate, you're going to get a knock, you're going to drive in a run, you're going to do something productive, even if it's just get a walk to keep the line moving. And that's a great feeling to have. They've got it bottled right now.
Now it's the DH. He was 1 for 4 back on Wednesday. And the pitch a little bit low, ball 1. He swings and fouls one off. 1 out, base is empty. Swung on, belted. Ranging back. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. A lot of times in today's game, right fielders are able to get to a ball that stays in like that, but he hit that one pretty well. And if he hits it just a little bit different on the barrel, it's out of here easily. But there's nothing wrong with the extra bases right there.
Here's the rookie third baseman. And there's a foul ball. Pitch misses. 1-1. That one missing inside.
2-1 the count now. He hasn't seen a fastball yet, but you've got to be ready to hit one because you doubt the pitcher wants this to go to a 3-1 count.
The pitch.
Nope, that's inside.
1 out and a runner at second here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Right side. Hauls it in for the out. 2 down.
Batting fourth, first baseman, number 17.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Bichette digs in now. And that's downstairs. And that's ball 1. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. No score as we head to the bottom of the first. And we're back. And towing the slab, Eric Pardinho. And singing a special day for him. He's making his major league debut here.
And I'm sure he's got some nerves. He'll be excited for that first pitch to be in and over with so that he can settle in to pitching just like he did in the minor leagues. Exciting moment. He's got his family in town. I think this moment's going to be a huge tone setter for his career.
Jarren Duran leading things off and takes a strike. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first two pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And that's the first strikeout of his major league career.
And it could be the first of many if he meets the goals he set for himself and the expectations others have for him. He doesn't want to just win games. He wants to dominate at this level.
Do you think young pitchers could sometimes get too caught up in trying to rack up Ks early in their career?
Boog, I think they can. It's kind of like a hitter that doesn't have power. The thrill is still hitting a ball over the fence. And so for a guy, even if he doesn't have power stuff or strikeout stuff, a strikeout is still something that makes him stick his chest out a little bit further.
Next offering is in for a strike. High fly ball out towards left field. That one carrying. Gone. It finds the Crawford boxes. A home run. His 11th of the year. It's 1-0.
When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
Now the batter now, Jonathan Aranda, looking to stay hot. He had 5 hits in the game last night. And first offering is fouled off.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Swing and a ground ball. What a stop. Throw to first, and very nicely done for the out.
Well, this is obviously a tremendous play, but for me, it starts with a well broken in glove. To have the confidence to go down, knowing that ball is going to be right in the pocket, so you've got a clean transfer, pop back up to the feet, and fire across the diamond. Outstanding job.
2 outs, base is empty. Alejandro Kirk, the next to hit. And that one is downstairs, and it's 1-0. Two outs, base is empty. Swing and a pop-up. Foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Line drive, base hit down the line. And that keeps the inning going.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. It's something to improve.
Here's Rowdy Tellez. 3 hits last night, so he was a big factor in getting that win. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. And there's a ball.
Oh, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
2 outs. And that one fouled off. The 1-2. Drilled out towards left center field. That's back. 1 hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Coming home. The relay throw. But it's offline. It's 2-0. Not sure if too many people have been paying attention to it quite yet, Singy, but that extends his hit streak to 11 now.
Well, I know he knows about it, even if a lot of our viewers don't. And this is when it's clear it's no fluke. 11 games in a row. Man, that's when even the hitting coach starts to leave you alone. You're going so good that nobody wants to mess it up.
And that one fouled off. Tellez at second with 2 down. That's off the mark, and it's a ball and a strike. Just off the inside edge. Fouls one off. 2-2. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. And that just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Three-two. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Base hit, headed for the plate. The throw in. It's offline. The run comes in. It's 3-0.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Alec Thomas in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Well, they're really running up the pitch count in this first inning. Lots of confidence from this team that is perhaps the hottest in baseball right now.
Pardinho picks over. Ow! They got him, and that will end the inning. 3 runs for him here, and they move ahead. We go on to inning number 2. Mexico on top 3-0. Back here in Houston, here's the shortstop at the plate. Number 14. Walker back to work. Just missed.
A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
That one missed.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
And that one hit to first, and he takes it himself for the out.
Batting 6th, second baseman, number 16.
And now the rookie second baseman. And a foul ball. Next offering is down low.
Larry Bullard making the calls behind the plate for us in this one. Pretty good strike zone. Well reviewed by those we talked to around the league.
Yeah, he's an umpire. He doesn't get a lot of looks from players, maybe here and there once in a while, but he's appreciated back there. And a swing and a miss. What about some no-nos? Like, you can't call the umpire blue the way you do in Little League or high school, right?
Yeah, even in the minor leagues, you'll learn quickly. You call the umpire blue. You better learn his name, and that's just part of being a professional player and even a major league player.
Handles, throws to first. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second. And stepping in, the rookie left fielder. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
And downstairs.
3-0.
Fastball for a strike. And he grounds one to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the center fielder, Alek Thomas. Thomas hitting 7th in today's lineup, and he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over 300 in his last 10 games. Strike 2. Saying he wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff in the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
On the ground to third. Tosses across to first. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
Batting 8th, designated hitter, Jared
Cerna now at the plate. Coming off a big game last night with 5 runs driven in. In the air, right field, Ramirez. Sizing this one up. Makes the grab. And a couple of quick outs.
Batting 9th, third baseman.
2 down, bases empty. Now the third baseman, Ramon Urias.
Let's go, Ramon.
Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. That one fouled off. And down on strikes he goes. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1, 2, 3. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. Pitch in the dirt, and that is ball 1. Right through there for a strike. That's down and in.
2-1.
To the right side, Aranda. In plenty of time to first. Leadoff man retired here in the third.
Batting 9th, center fielder, number 18.
Now it's the switch hitting outfielder.
Here's a hitter who's been strong in the clutch lately. More than an RBI per game over his last 10.
Breaking ball in there for a strike. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
No ball. He's straight.
Swing and a chopper out to short. Throw over to Tellez. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the third.
Played that ball perfectly, had a good angle on it, and got off the long throw as quickly as he could have. And any more time he takes on that play, it's probably an infield hit. Great arm strength as well.
On the ground to the left. And foul ball. The 0-1. Swing and a foul out of play. Next offering misses, and the count is 1-2.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to
Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
Duran.
Inside, just missed.
Well, these players doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound.
Now batting. Right
Now
fielder,
the number 2 hitter, Randy Arozarena. He's already homered in this game. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And another ball.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
One down, base is empty. And there's a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
In the air, right side. Squeezes it. And there are 2 outs.
Now batting, second baseman.
2 outs, base is empty.
Aranda.
Here's the second baseman, Jonathan Aranda. He's 0 for 1. First offering, and it just misses.
1-0.
That one hammered, but pulled foul.
Clearly hoping he could get a swing and miss on that, but doesn't fool the hitter with that breaking ball. Nice job, just couldn't keep it fair.
That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. 2 down, nobody on. Ground ball right side, and it goes just foul. A little bit high. It's 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Missed inside with the curve. Line to left. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that will end the inning. Back here at Dyken Park, and now the DH, number 6. Just missed. And that's down and away.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
That one finds the zone, and it's 2-1.
2-1.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
2-2.
On the ground, right side. Steps on first for the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Here's the third baseman. First
Nope,
pitch
outside.
misses. Breaking ball gets the corner for a strike. That one to first. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still manages a throw.
he's in there.
The flip to the pitcher is late, and they catch a break as they get a base runner at first. One gone, runner at first. And here's the first baseman, Dante Bichette. And that's fouled off. Ripped, but it curls foul. Off the
That's
mark
a ball.
there. 1-2 to count. That one ripped. And foul ball. Man at first, one away.
Ball.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Ground ball could be two. There's one. On to Tellez, and the double play ends the inning. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. On now to the bottom of the fourth. The Mavericks out front, 3-0. Bottom of the fourth. Here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk.
Alejandro Kirk.
And that one missing low.
One ball, no strike.
Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Popped up to the left, into foul ground, on the move. And there's one down.
Oh, that's what he's looking for with the fastball above the zone. A swing and miss or weak contact.
Rowdy Tellez.
And now the first baseman, Rowdy Tellez. And that's in for a strike. It's 0-1.
0-1.
Movement in the bullpen. Number 35 up and throwing. Number 5 also throwing. Base is empty, one away. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
Didn't recognize off speed. Thought it was fastball. A little bit out in front.
That misses. Now 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
That right there is one of those breaking balls that you swing through and you feel like you should have done something with it or at least spoiled it away. But when it's breaking in on you like that, if the spin is tight enough, it can actually tie you up.
Gonzalez at the plate now. That's ball 1. This one in the air, center field. And the inning is over. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Walker back to work. Pitch misses there. Ball one.
Well, these guys need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
And that one off the outside edge. Ground ball to the right side, and that's just foul. Liner caught it second.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
And now Kevin Cash out of the dugout and ready to make a move to the bullpen. Taijuan Walker will depart. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching.
On the mound now, Rodriguez.
55.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Now it's the second baseman. He's 0 for 1. Now fly ball to right center. It gets down a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away. Here's the left fielder. Grounded out his first time up. And that's outside. 1-0. Rodriguez, a 6-foot righty. He features a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, a curve, and he works in a slider. Runner on the move. Pitch in for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. That one hit to right. Arozarena moving under this one and makes the grab. Runner tags at second, and he's up to third safely with 2 gone.
Now batting, number 20.
And here's the catcher. Grounded out his first time. So RBI spot, but Chris, this is a guy that is not really swinging the bat all that well here.
In this situation, you have a real good opportunity to get swings and misses and record a strikeout. I think you attack him in this spot.
That's off the inside corner, and that's ball 1.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
2 outs. That one finds the zone, and the count even 1-1. To the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th, and taking over on the mound, number 35.
Now pitching.
And he's done a great job
Number
keeping the ball in the
35.
park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
So digging in,
Leading
Alec
things
Thomas.
off, center
0 for
fielder,
1. He grounded out in his first at bat.
Alec Thomas.
And a fastball in there for a strike
No
at
ball.
91.
You know, this group of hitters, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. This one in the air. Under it. He's there. He's got it. And there's one away.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Jared.
Now here is Jared Cerna. Flied to right his first time. That's off the mark, and it's 1-0. And there's a ball. Next offering is down low. And now 3-1. And that one off the inside edge. You walked him.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
One down. Now the third baseman, Ramon Urias. His first at bat was a strikeout. Pulls that one foul.
He's getting the barrel to the ball. He's just got to work on that timing a little bit.
Cerna leads off first with one away. Good eye right there.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
All right, here we go.
Duran in the box again, takes a strike. Just missed.
1 ball, 1 strike.
In the air, left field, down the line. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. This one in the air. Settles under this one. Makes the catch. And that is that. And we're back. Start of the 6th, John Shambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, number 18. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least 1 run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. Duran. And there's 1 down.
Now batting, number 22.
So the batting order turns over. And now, Lucas Ramirez. 0 for 2 in this one. That's a strike. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Javier Assad warming up for manager Kevin Cash. Bernardino getting cranked up as well. Pitch misses there, and now it's even 1-1. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top half of the sixth. That one misses. Ball 2. Caught him looking for the K. 2 down, base is empty. Next is the designated hitter. And that one upstairs, ball 1. There's the strike.
1-1.
And a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Makes the catch, inning over. No runs, no hits, no errors. On to the bottom of inning number 6. Mexico had the lead, 3-0. Well, we go bottom 6. Now it's the right fielder, Randy Arozarena.
Arozarena.
And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. To the right side. He'll do it himself. One away, bottom of the 6th.
Now batting, second baseman,
Jonathan Aranda will hit next. And takes low for ball 1. Swings through that.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And that misses. 2-1. And it's fouled away. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. 1 down, base is empty. And there's a rocket into the outfield.
Now batting, catcher Alejandro.
So a man at first. Kirk. And now Alejandro Kirk. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. Runner on the goal. And first offering is fouled off. Outside with a breaking ball.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
In the dirt, and a count 2-1. Runner goes again. Foul ball there. That one missed.
Ball three. Three balls. 2 strikes.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away.
Now batting.
And here's the first baseman, Rowdy Tellez. Missed with a changeup. Ball 1.
1 ball. No strikes.
Rolled to short, possible 2 ball. Takes it to the bag, that's 1. High throw and he's safe. And this ball's going to wind up out of play. So a big-time costly mistake there.
That one really hurts. You're already down in the game, and that error puts you even further behind. Just can't let it compound from here, though. You got to flush it, get ready for the next one, make a play, get back in the dugout.
And stepping in is the speedy Nick Gonzalez. And first offering is fouled off. Hit in the air out to center field. On his way over. He's got it. And that's the 3rd out. 1 run, 2 hits, 1 error, and a runner left. We're through 6 full. The Mavericks have the advantage 4-0. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Alexander Abernathy. He's pitching on 2 days rest. Here's the third baseman. The aliens in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at bat out of him right here.
And that is out of play. Tapped softly on the ground. Fires across the diamond, and the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
Now batting, number 17.
Stepping in, Dante Bichette. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. And a strike in there.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Now
That's a curveball that
14.
people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Number 14 stands in now and watches strike 1. And a foul ball. Next one misses, and a count 1-2. The shortstop takes the ball. That one misses, and that's ball 3.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
And he hits a ground ball right side. Tellez takes it himself, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Thiago Vieira.
Well, walks have been a big issue for him this year, so I expect these hitters to be patient up there.
And now
Leading
Alec
Big
Thomas.
Boss, center fielder, Alec Thomas.
That's in for a strike. Activity in the bullpen. Number 66. Up and loosening in the pen. Out to center. Has a beat on it. Makes the grab, one away.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Jared.
And next is the designated hitter, Jared Cerna.
Get on base.
That's outside. And that is ball 1. And another ball. And it is 2-1.
Now, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
That one's in there. 2-2. Just off the outside part of the plate.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
Hit in the air, right field. Ramirez. And he makes the catch. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Ramon.
2 outs, base is empty. Ramon
Urias.
Urias digs in now. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. That one out to right. Ramirez makes the grab, and that'll end the inning.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the
Number
mound to start the
63.
8th. Robert Garcia.
Oh, he's having an excellent season so far. ERA is under 2. A lot of flexibility coming out of the bullpen.
Here's the second
Leading
baseman.
things off,
1 for
second
2.
baseman, number 16.
And that skips into dirt. That one's in there, and it's 1-1.
Big at bat right here. He did the team thing, took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work, shorten up that swing a little bit, do whatever it takes to get on base.
This to third, and he can't come up with it. Gets off a throw, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out.
Number 15.
Now the left fielder. That's too low, and that's ball 1. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Renan Bernardino, the southpaw, is throwing and getting that sinker dialed in. Carrillo, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. Fouled off left side.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Up with it, fires to first. Gets the out, 2 down after the strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Has grounded out a couple of times. Popped up. Kirk under it. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Back here in Houston, here's the left fielder, Jarren Duran. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. Vieira back to work. Edge of the zone for a strike. 0-1. So how much does his speed factor into his ability to go get it?
It's heartbreaking for the hitter because off the bat, he thinks this ball's going to get down. Because of that speed and the ability to make up so much ground, he enters the picture and breaks a guy's heart.
0-2 now. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial gold glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield. Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Next to hit, Randy Arozarena. And first offering is fouled off.
Dangerous spot for that slider right there. Didn't seem to quite finish out front and get that sharp break. Tell you what, he doesn't want to throw that pitch again.
Got him swinging.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from a same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, it's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
Look out! And it hit him.
Take it, base.
Now batting.
2 on with 1 out.
Catcher,
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Alejandro Kirk.
Whoa. 1-0.
Two on, 1 out. On the ground, 2 ball. Goes to second for 1. On to first, double play. And that's the inning. So 1 hit is all they get through 8 full. Mexico out front here, 4-0. Welcome back. And here comes the closer, Andres Munoz. He last pitched 4 days ago, so he should feel pretty fresh. Here's the center fielder.
Center fielder, number 18.
Just missed. Action in the pen down there. Jesus Cruz warming up for manager Kevin Cash. Swinging a foul straight back. It's in and out of his glove. Still fires to first, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay. And now the right fielder, Lucas Ramirez. 0 for 3 in this one. Munoz, a former All-Star. He features a slider, a four-seamer, and he works in a sinker. Munoz, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches.
Ripped to right. Arozarena makes the play. 2 up, 2 down.
Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the control and command that day, you can pretty much forget about it.
So it's their last chance in this one. Number 6 getting ready to hit. 1 for 3. The other way, and that is the ball game.
The number 7 is such a cool and sort of lucky number. Well, this team has been playing really well, but to win 7 games in a row, there's been some luck and there's been some really good play. I think you get to this point, you start to look at, can we double that? Make it double digits, make it 2 touchdowns, make it 14.
A 4-0 shutout in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon. Here's the rookie right fielder, Lucas Ramirez. This to third. Throw over to Tellez. And a quick out, number one. Let's take a look at our lineup. Collectively, they're swinging the bats really well right now, Chris, scoring a lot of runs.
Indeed, it seems to be contagious right now. Top to bottom of this lineup, they just seem to be feeding off of one another. One thing I watched in their batting practice is, although they've been scoring a lot of runs lately, they're still paying attention to the details. A lot of balls back up the middle the other way, and that's really the building block for great offensive production.
Number 6 in the box with one away as he takes ball one. One out, bases empty. That's in there. That's strike one. Hit hard on the ground to short. Gonzalez to first in time. 2 quick outs at the top of the first here tonight.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent base.
2 down, bases empty. Here's the rookie third baseman. Slice down the right side. 2 outs, bases empty. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. The line to kick the pitch. Misses. Now 1 and 2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Got him. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. We'll go to the bottom of the first. 0-0. Back here in Houston, and today's starting pitcher, Eric Pardinho. Singing, he's kind of a road warrior, yeah?
I definitely say so. You know, some guys shrink a little bit on the road. They're so used to just, you know, having the comforts of being at home and having the fans behind them. But this guy seems to thrive in adversity and being in some hostile environment. So when you have a player like this on your team that goes out there and competes, you definitely like your chances away from your home ballpark.
Jarren Duran leading things off and takes a strike. And he lays down a bunt. Grabs it barehanded. Gathers and throws. Nicely done for the out. And let's take a look at the lineup. One guy leading the way offensively for this club right now, Randy Arozarena.
And Boog, he's their team leader in home runs, so you know the pitchers on that other side, man, they took a lot of time preparing for him in that pregame meeting. You know, he's got a lot of pop, and it's real pop. It's not fluky at all. He can absolutely change the outlook of a game very quickly, so watch out when he steps in.
Randy Arozarena stands in here, takes ball one low.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Outside low, 2-2.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And that's the first strikeout of his major league career.
And it could be the first of many if he meets the goals he set for himself and the expectations others have for him. He doesn't want to just win games. He wants to dominate at this level.
Do you think young pitchers could sometimes get too caught up in trying to rack up Ks early in their career?
Boog, I think they can. It's kind of like a hitter that doesn't have power. The thrill is still hitting the ball over the fence. And so for a guy, even if he doesn't have power stuff or strikeout stuff, a strikeout is still something that makes him stick his chest out a little bit further.
Flares it into the outfield. Fair ball. Here's the catcher to hit, Alejandro Kirk. Homered last night, added another hit as well. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle and a base hit. Back-to-back singles. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride low, out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Fought off foul. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. That one ran inside, almost got him. Here's the pitch to Tellez. And right back to the mound. Throws to first in time. Inning over. Scoreless after 1. Back here at Dyken Park, all set for the start of the inning. 17. Now it's the rookie first baseman, Dante Bichette. Bichette measures 6 feet 2 inches, 205 pounds, usually a third baseman, but today he's starting at first. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Wastes no time there. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Next up, it's the first-year shortstop.
Really bringing some thump at the plate lately. 4 round trippers in the last 5 games.
On the ground to second, might be 2. Off-balance speed, there's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Batting 6th, second baseman, number 16.
And now the rookie second baseman. And that one's a little bit low. Ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
And there's a foul ball. Man at first, 1 away. Next offering in the dirt, and it's 2-2.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead. Doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself in the scoring position.
And stepping in, the rookie left fielder.
He's been tearing it up at the plate recently. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one. Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
2 outs. In the air, left field. Makes the grab, and that'll do it. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And welcome back to the
Leading
ballpark.
things off,
And
the
now,
shortstop,
Nick Gonzalez.
Nick
Gonzalez went deep in his most recent game. And that one a little below the knees. And that's ball one. Chopped left side. And the catcher's just going to hold on to it. That's an infield knock.
It was a healthy cut, but the same can't be said for the
That is
contact.
seven.
He got
Center
just
fielder,
enough of the ball to put it in play, and that's all he needed.
Thomas.
Tough play for the defense on what was kind of a swinging bunt.
Alec Thomas in the box now. No balls and a strike. Oh, and 2 now as he swings through it.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Runner at first with no outs here. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective.
Just blown away in that at bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. He's got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
So now here's the DH, Jared Cerna, coming off a big one yesterday where he knocked in 5. And that's a little bit high. And it's 1-0. Nothing here in the bottom of the second. And there's a ball.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Fouled off down the right side. Runner takes off. Swing and a miss. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on him and see if you can steal the bag, get in the scoring position.
Popped up. Settles under it. Makes the catch for the out. And there's 2 away.
Batting ninth, third baseman, Ramon Urias.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Now the third baseman, Ramon Urias. There's the strike. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. We'll move to the third with no score. Welcome back.
Leading
And
things
coming off
off,
a series
catcher,
where the pitching
number
was
20.
outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. Walker back to work. Pitch misses outside. 1-0. Swings through that one out in front that time.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Next pitch misses way outside. And a foul ball. And a swing and a miss. That is his third of the game.
Well, that's the effect of the splitter that you're looking for on the mound. Really nice pitch right there and had him out in front over the top. I'm sure the batter was thinking he was getting something else, perhaps a fastball a little more straight and velo to it.
Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder. Oh, and he hit
Hit
him.
him. Take your base.
Well, the bad news is
Now
that pitch
batting,
wasn't
number
close. The
22.
good news, they're set up to turn 2 and get out of the inning.
So the lineup flips over. Lucas Ramirez now at the plate. Walker checks on first, and he's back in there.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
And a first pitch fastball is in
No ball.
for a
One
strike.
Not sure exactly what he was thinking there. Good sinker ball pitcher goes with the fastball in a double play situation when he needs something on the ground.
Swing and a foul out of play. And that's off the inside edge. It's a ball and 2 strikes. That's to third. Fair ball. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with
Now
1
batting,
gone.
number
Really nice
6.
job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
First and second, 1 out. Now it's the DH.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
Hit on the ground might be 2. Aranda tossed to second. On it to Les, and the double play ends the inning.
Pitcher made the pitch, and his players made the play behind him. Nice job. 4-6-3 inning-ending double play.
And we're back. Leading off,
things
Jaron
left
Duran.
fielder, Jaron Duran.
And that one fouled off. Shortened a bunt and missed it, and it's 0-2. He goes down looking.
Well, he made pretty quick work of him right there. You look at the sequence, everything down at the knees and below. And some guys are good low ball hitters, but right there, they clearly had a plan to pound that part of the zone, and he wasn't able to put up much of a fight.
Now it's Randy Arozarena. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Outside low, and that is ball 1. Just missed.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
Just missed. That one is inside ball 4. And I mean, oh, so close.
Well, just came apart right there.
Now batting,
4-pitch walk,
second
and
baseman,
guy at the plate was not going to help him out by
Jonathan
swinging at something out of the zone.
Pickoff move to first. Arozarena dives back. Aranda, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Arozarena at first, 1 gone. Foul ball there. Arozarena on the move. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. 2 away.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Here's the catcher,
Now
Alejandro Kirk.
batting.
1 for 1 with a single so far.
Alejandro Kirk.
In the dirt, but kept close. He's in there. And now a man into scoring position.
Getting the out was never going to be easy. The wild pitch outside made things very difficult behind the plate, and it turned into a stolen base opportunity.
Runner at second, 2 down. Up the middle, and no one can get there. Arozarena flies around third. He will score, and they take the lead. It's an RBI single, 1-0.
Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
And now it's Rowdy Tellez. 0 for 1 so far. And that clips the inside corner.
0-1.
One run across in the frame so far here in the last half of the third. Trying to get him to chase on the changeup that time. Fastball for a strike. That one the other way, and foul ball. Swings and misses. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 1-0. Back here at the ballpark,
Leading
let's
off,
check out the
third
latest
baseman,
news from around the
number
league.
9.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. Arozarena makes the play. 1 away.
Now batting, number 17.
And now here is Dante Bichette. A single his first time. Fouled off. He was late. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. And that's downstairs. And the count 1-2.
Ball 2. 2-2.
Hit on the ground to short. Gets it to first. That's out number 2.
Good onside run and sink on that pitch right there.
Now
Got
batting,
inside on him and got him to
number
bounce into that
14.
out.
Now it's the shortstop. Ground ball up the middle. On to first. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Back here in Houston,
Leading
and now
off,
the shortstop, Nick Gonzalez.
Nick Gonzalez.
There's a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
Pitch misses, and the count even 1-1.
Well, these players showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Brings it in. 1 down.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the
Now
next
batting,
arm before an
center
offense does any
fielder,
damage, and that might be the case today.
Alec Thomas now struck out swinging his first time. This one in the air. Puts it away for the out. Out number 2.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Jared.
And now the DH, Jared Cerna. Flied out his first time. He swings and fouls one off. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Yeah, that's fouled off. Bounced up the middle, and that one handled. That's the 3rd out, inning over. Welcome back.
Leading
Quite a
off,
pitcher's
second
duel so
baseman,
far. Here's how
number
the starters
16.
have performed up to this point. In there at the knees. 0-1.
Well, these guys just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Clips the corner, and that is strike 2. Line drive, and it gets down for a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes,
batting,
but found a
number
way.
15.
Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Now the left fielder, he's 0 for 1. And that one fouled off. Not even close there. 1-1. Tying run is at first, and we're at the top of the 5th. Walker checks the runner, and he's back safely. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Over to second for 1. Back to first, and that is a double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
And here's the catcher. Struck out swinging his first time. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1. The other way, and that's just foul.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
On the ground, and it goes just foul. That one the other way, hauls it in to end the inning. Back here in Houston, John Shabby with my buddy Chris Singleton, and set to get us started. Bottom five, Ramon Urias. Outside, and that's ball one. Urias, a former Gold Glove winner, 30 years old now. He's been on a terrific run at the plate, hitting over 350 in his last 10.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
And the slider just misses. Next offering is in for a strike. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Hauls it in for the out.
Now batting, left fielder, Jaron.
Back to the top of the lineup. Now batting Jaron Duran. Ball one there. Next offering way off the plate. Right through there for a strike.
2-1.
That's towards center. First pitch just misses. Activity in the bullpen. Number 5, the left-handed reliever appears to be getting loose. Number 66 getting loose as well. That one fouled off. Next pitch is outside.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And with the inning still alive, here comes the heart of the order.
Now batting, second baseman.
So digging in, Jonathan Aranda, 1 for 2. Move to first. Arozarena dives back. And that one is downstairs, and that's ball one. Arozarena off of first with 2 away. In the air, left side. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Robert Garcia. He last pitched 2 days ago. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder.
Center fielder, number 18.
That clips the zone. It's 0-1. Movement in the bullpen. Javier Assad warming up for manager Kevin Cash. Bernardino, the lefty, warming up as well. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Swing and a ground ball. Nice grab from his knees. The throw. It's there, and that's a great play.
Look at how he dives right there. Is able to pop
Now
up to
down,
both knees.
number
Not enough
22.
time to get to his feet, but he threw a cannon across the diamond to get the runner.
Now it's the right fielder, Lucas Ramirez. And that drops in for a strike. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top half of the sixth. This one in the air. Gonzalez. And that quickly, 2 away.
That was a good hard fastball with some
Now that
nice ride
number
up
6.
in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop up and an easy out for the defense.
And first offering is fouled off. Just missed.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And now 2-1. Tap foul at the plate. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And that one is inside.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing doing here this half to the bottom of the 6th inning. The Mavericks with the lead 1-0.
Now pitching.
Back now for the bottom of the
Number
6th. And there's a new
35.
pitcher on the mound. Number 35.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the bump.
And now the
Leading
catcher
off.
comes up to him.
Catcher,
Alejandro Kirk.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
Gets the slider in there for a strike.
You know, this group of hitters, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. We've already seen 8 line drives from them, and it's always a good sign when the ball is jumping off your bat. And that's what this offense has been doing so far today.
And a curve misses outside. Ball 1. Swing and a ball popped in the air out to shallow center, and it falls. And a good start to the inning.
Down in the count, battling to stay alive,
Now
and just a
batting
nice
first
job to
baseman,
put it in play.
Robbie
These days, most outfielders play pretty
Perez.
deep, and I'm not sure if that was a factor there or not, but off the bat, you're thinking it's going to be a pop out, and it just kind of nestled into that spot where no one was able to get to it.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Ramirez sizes this one up, makes the catch, and there's one gone. Here's the shortstop
Now
at the
batting,
plate, Nick
shortstop,
Gonzalez.
Nick Gonzalez.
There's a swing and a miss.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
Next pitch is downstairs.
1-1.
Kirk over at first with one away. The 1-1 is fouled off. Fights that one away, still 1-2. On the ground to third. There's one. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Now batting, center fielder, Alec.
And now the center fielder, Alec Thomas. 0 for 2 in this one. That one is absolutely belted. Going back. Pulls it in on the warning track. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one left. 7th inning coming up. Mexico out front, 1-0.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Javier Assad.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a
Leading
tight
things
lead
off, third
late in the ball
baseman,
game.
number
Some
9.
of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
And that is out of play. Looking to get the tying run on base. That's inside.
1 strike. Nope. Ball 2. 2 balls. 1 strike.
Inside corner, that's a strike. 2-2 now.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
That misses the zone. Ball 3. Bichette in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. One up, one down. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Dante Bichette. And a foul ball. That misses the zone, and the count is 1-1.
1-1.
And there's a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Got him looking for the K. Throws him with the heater at the knees.
Now batting, number 14.
And the batter will be the shortstop. And that misses off the outside edge. Late swing, foul to the left.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
Here's a high chopper and a foul ball. Next pitch is outside. And that's outside. Trying to hold a one-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. Out to short. Throw over to Tellez. Third out, and that ends the frame. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Thiago Vieira.
And he's had a really hard time throwing strikes so far this season. His walk rate is up there among the worst in the league for relievers.
Jared Cerna digs in now.
Designated hitter, Jared Cerna.
Back to the mound. And that one finds its way through. And the leadoff man aboard. So up next, Ramon Urias.
Third baseman, Ramon Urias.
In there, and it's 0-1. That's down and in. A slider missed. Activity in the bullpen. Number 40 appears to be getting loose. Contreras also getting ready. Just missed.
That's a ball.
And now 2-2.
Well, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for him to stay down around the knees to be effective.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's one down.
No, we see it a lot more these days than we ever did when I played, but a slider in the 90s still catches your attention. Even if you're sitting on the pitch, good luck recognizing that tight spin and adjusting to the late break.
So digging in, Jarren Duran. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout.
Let's go, base hit here.
A bit behind with that swing. It's strike one.
Ooh, Baya. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
That's in there. Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. Lead runner around second. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The relay. It's off the mark, and he scores. And they lead by 2.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Randy Arozarena will hit next. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Now a check on him at second, back safely. Duran over at second, 1 down. On the ground to third, and that chance handled. They get the out on Arozarena.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
Aranda.
And here is Jonathan Aranda.
It's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Runner at second, 2 down. Here at the bottom of the 7th.
2-0.
Not showing great command so far in this at bat. 2-0 count. He's got to execute here or this could get ugly.
Ball.
Squirts away a little bit. Little chopper rolls foul.
The healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Man on second, 2 down. And ball
Thank you, mate.
4, 2 aboard.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Alejandro Kirk. 3 for 3 with 3 singles. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Two on, 2 outs. On the ground right side. Inning over, and it could have been worse. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. And it's 2-zip. You're dialed into the show. Back here at Dyken Park, we're at the top of the 8th. Now it's the second baseman, number 16.
Second baseman, number 16.
Assad back to work. That misses. Ball 1. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Andres Munoz, the closer of the staff, is throwing. Bernardino also throwing. And downstairs. Next offering is in for a strike.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful. Not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Went back to the cutter, and it was worthwhile. Here's the left
Now
fielder.
back, number 15.
Ground ball right side. Throw over to Tellez. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
That play won't be trending
Now
on social
back,
media
number
later
20.
on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the catcher. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
No ball. 1 strike.
2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. Check swing, called strike.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
And that's in the dirt.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. And that one lifted in the air center field. Thomas gets under it and makes the play, and that's out number 3.
Now pitching.
Number 5 gets the call
Number
from the
5.
pen.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do
Leading
his best to
things
keep
off,
the score
first
right where it
baseman,
is.
Rowdy
So here comes Rowdy
Tellez.
Tellez. And a little something extra at stake in this at bat, as he's hitless so far with his hitting streak in jeopardy. That one finds the corner. 0-2 now.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
That
One
missed by a
ball,
lot.
2 strikes.
And the count is 1-2. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not
Now
much to it.
batting,
And
the
I'm sure he'd love
shortstop,
another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
Hard on the ground to first. Bichette takes it to the bag. And a couple of quick outs.
Now batting, center fielder, Alec Thomas.
And the batter now, Alec Thomas. 0 for 3 in this one. First
Ball.
pitch, and he just misses. And that's outside.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up. And that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Strike one.
As a hitter, you got to learn something from that pitch. He clearly wasn't timed up on the fastball. In a 2-0 count, you have to be ready to do damage.
That one pushed foul. 2 down, nobody on. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Now pitching.
We're back, and on the mound is the
Andres
closer, Andres Munoz.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
Here's the center fielder. Fought off foul. Munoz, an all-star a season ago. He features a slider, a four-seamer, and he works in a sinker. And that's through there for a strike. And the count is 0-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Ground ball left side and foul ball. Next offering is downstairs. And a base hit up the middle. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Now batting, number
And now the right
22.
fielder, Lucas Ramirez. That pitch gets the inside corner. 0-1.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boo.
The tying run at the plate. Bounding ball here, rolls foul.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
And that's downstairs and outside. That one missing inside.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Tying run at the plate. Hit in the air, center field. Thomas in and to his right. He's got it. And there's one down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
He's 2 outs away. Now the number 2 hitter, 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. And ball 1.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
With the tying run at the plate, here at the top of the ninth. Check swing, no appeal. And the pitch is in for a strike, and it's 2-1. Late with the swing there. Fights it off. He'll see another. And now it's filled up.
So here we go. Base runner at first, could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
And the tying run is on base.
They're not ready to go home quite yet.
Now batting, number
And
9.
a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Here's the third baseman.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Fastball for a strike.
Well, so many hard throwing relievers in the game these days. You would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch up.
Swing and a miss. 1-2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there. It just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
And there's 2 down.
Now batting, number 17.
So they're down to their final out. Now at the plate, Dante Bichette. 1 for 3. Right through there for a strike.
And I know you want to be patient as a hitter, but you got to be ready to jump on the first thing straight. And he got one right there, but left the bat on his shoulder.
Late swing, fouled off. Munoz is just 1 strike away. And that's down and away. Got him, and that's the ball game.
The number 7 is such a cool and sort of lucky number. Well, this team has been playing really well, but to win 7 games in a row, there's been some luck and there's been some really good play. I think you get to this point, you start to look at, can we double that? Make it double digits, make it 2 touchdowns, make it 14.
2-0 your final here in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John.